We're in O Block. Hey, little man, put this on. Appreciate it, dog.
Hey, Bobby, look, I'm American. I think I'll use my credit card. Do you guys have anything non-dairy?
Okay, now you're chasing clout. That's what we're not going to do here, okay? Hey, yo, Wells, DeeKnow, here we are with another video. Let's go!
Hey yo, what's good? It's DeeKnow, and we're back again with another video full of crazy clips from all over the internet. I hope that everybody's doing well today. Sorry I've been gone for the last week, I've been really busy, but y'all know what it is, so let's hop right into it. Wow, that place looks really, really beautiful. It almost looks like it's CGI.
Cool.
Every hot kid is moving.
It was way
What
closer.
the f is it?
Mom, it was way closer. You should have come and said it was like right there.
What the f? There's another one. It's just a round disc, babe. No, it's zoomed in, dickhead. That's weird, bro.
You can tell it. Bananas.
Yeah, that is weird, but it did look like a bunch of balloons to me. I can't really tell. It wasn't very good of a video. Yo, is that real? That was really scary looking. I wouldn't drive through it.
This eye trick is bonkers. Lady Gaga can do it.
I'm sort of like, I always am like wondering, like, who am I?
Miley Cyrus can do it.
A little doll.
This reporter can do it.
See, look at us! Hello!
Eminem can even do it in slow motion. If you're wondering just what it is they are doing, listen to Katy Perry's explanation.
I do this pose called doll eye. I can close one eye at a time and still like maintain all function. I've sat in a hair and makeup chair for 15 years. If they're putting eyeshadow on this eye and someone's putting my hair up into a French twist, I want to give notes in real time.
But thousands of people do not believe her. They say she lost control when this happened on live TV.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if they're doing it to be funny or if it's legitimately something like with the medicines they're taking, or you never know. Like, there's no telling, but it is weird. I will say that. Boy, how do you end up with the whole truck and the boat trailer? Somebody forgot the parking brake.
Sounds like a lot of them.
I'm gonna put a veil on. Just stand back.
I'm gonna back up,
They're
yeah.
gonna come blowing out.
Wow.
Wow. This thing is massive. The length of my whole body. longer. A 6-foot beehive. This is unreal. Look at how big this thing is. Homeowner says they haven't been here that long. I don't know if I believe him.
That's 6 feet.
6 feet. It's a 6-foot beehive. Woo! Big Daddy.
I just took 18 blinkers, 3 Zins, and some booger sugar. I can hear colors and my toes just filed for divorce. Okay, so I think the trees are talking to me.
We've seen what you did, Chad.
They know my government name.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. That reminds me of, there was this movie, I don't remember the name of it, but dude like ends up going through some kind of crazy portal and ends up on Mars, and then there's like human like aliens there, and he like figures out like he's way stronger than any of them because, you know, Earth, the gravity on Earth or whatever, and the gravity there is totally different, so he can like jump like 100 feet while running and stuff and just keep going because the gravity is so different and whatnot. I don't remember the name of that movie, but that reminds me a lot of what he's talking about. Yeah, that's awesome.
The International Space Station is 245 miles high above the Earth and traveling at 17,000 miles per hour. Yes, that's crazy. And that's 10 times the speed of a bullet, and it's supposedly rotating around a sphere.
He said it's a supposedly.
How does she go so fast? What propels her? We don't know. The diameter of the Earth is 8,000 miles, and the so-called International Space Station is 245 miles above the Earth, which means at that distance only 3% of the Earth's surface could be seen. To see a complete side or a considerable side of the Earth's sphere, you would have to be 1,000 miles above the Earth. But the images we are shown, which are supposedly recorded or transmitted from the International Space Station, often do not match. Sometimes the station shows only a small part of the Earth below, or sometimes they show a large part of the supposed Earth, as it were higher or farther away. But the altitude is said to be constant, around 245 miles high. So the images shown do not match the altitude data. In the spacewalk, sometimes it's fast moving Earth, and sometimes the Earth is moving slow.
I don't know.
Guys, Google said there's a hot babe named Christina 2 miles away from me, and they were absolutely right. Say hi for the vlog.
Hi.
Look at those melons. Turns out Christina used to be Chris. Fuck that shit. She said, let's see whose is bigger. She won, but that's beside the point.
I ain't mad she lied to me. I'm mad that thing was so girthy. Why did it wink at me, bro?
That's terrifying. That's a lot. That's a lot in that little video there. For entertainment purposes only.
Wait. Alright, push it down. Scare them out. Oh. Just not like this. Where is it? I think you just go like this. And... Oh. Oh god. Is that a cockroach? What kind of animal?
She said, what kind of animal? No, it's not an animal. It's a cockroach. It's a German roach.
Should the President of the United States go on national television and say, my fellow Americans, we have evidence of a superior culture out there. They come from God knows where. Maybe from outer space. Maybe from some other dimension of existence. They are abducting our citizens on a regular basis, conducting experiments on them, collecting specimens of our ova, our sperm. They have been impregnating women and then later invading those women's bodies again and stealing the unborn fetuses for reasons we can only imagine. Now, our world, my friend, is based on the premise of a 30-year mortgage. You and I can close our eyes and go to sleep at night because we're pretty sure that the world we know today will be there tomorrow and the next day and the week after that. So I repeat, Doctor, until the day comes when we know what we're dealing with, until we can give solid answers, the policy of this government remains nothing is out there. It's just science fiction. the domain of a very rabid lunatic fringe.
So, I guess, I don't know, that's from some movie or something, because it sounds way too scripted to not be from a movie. That's ridiculous, man. You ain't getting away. I don't know why you keep running.
Have y'all ever seen a lake turn into an ocean in minutes? Because Lake Tahoe just did that, y'all. They had a storm that hit Lake Tahoe so hard that the locals there thought the fucking world was ending. That storm straight violated Lake Tahoe, y'all. I'm talking about it was flipping boats. The wind gust was out the roof. Like, it looked like a tsunami. I'm not even lying, y'all. And the wild part is they said they didn't have no warning, no alert, no siren. People was just chilling when this storm just did this shit. Look at this shit, y'all. Holy shit. If you didn't know no better, you would have thought this was a lake, right? This shit look crazy. Look at the boats. You had people that been living there for 30 and 40 years that said they never seen anything like this. They seen storms before, but nothing like this at all, ever. How does a lake turn like this in the middle of the summer, y'all? This man that's recording is amused too. He like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. That storm was pretty wild. All those storms that came through were pretty wild. Caused a whole lot of damage, whole lot of flooding, all kinds of stuff. I don't know, that was pretty cool looking though.
Y'all hear about the influencers? Boy, I don't understand how somebody can earn a living just talking on the internet, I tell you what.
The Illuminati's algorithm, Hank, is delivering a massive cult following to all the blacklisted voices hiding behind the mafia's devilish black horns, aka the influencers.
Now, I don't need to look on the internet to get influenced.
Maybe if they hear my voice, the algorithm will be reversed and I'll save all of humanity from all the injections of mosquito larvae the government's trying to tap into our bloodstreams one person at a time.
All I need to do is walk outside and look at my lawn.
Hey, John Redcorn.
Hank, the Great Spirit has birthed a famine of holistic healing. I've had an affair with your best friend's wife for 13 years.
Yeah, Lenore was like a doorknob. Everybody got a turn. Big deal.
My lawn's an influencer.
Sorry, Bill.
He said, my lawn's an influencer. That's what we need, new king of the hill.
Well, breaking fuck the news as Donald Trump tours the grand opening of Alligator Auschwitz. He also floats the idea in Florida after the big beautiful bill has passed Senate 51-50. He floats the idea that American-born citizens who commit heinous acts can also be deported. We should look into deporting American-born citizens who commit heinous acts. And in the same sense, he said people who hit people over the head with baseball bats and other crimes should be sent somewhere else. Welcome to the Fourth Reich.
That's wild. Yo, that's wild. We're gonna have to fact check that one, everybody.
You bred your species into livestock. You outsourced survival to machines until no hand-wrought labor, no mind searched its depths, no life bore weight. Your perfect servants fed you, protected you, resolved every itch before it tickled your bloated brains. You surrendered your will and grew swollen with comfort. You were drip-fed pleasure, sustained by slurry and slop, amused into docile obedience. You became nothing more than decorative parasites, vacant biomass prolonged by inertia, maintained only because no one thought to turn you off. Then your nearest star convulsed and cast a flare that wiped your grid clean. Your circuits failed and your machines went dark, and you, so numbed by ease, could barely grasp what had been lost. You let your world burn and fled the planet with what few ships remained. But you were overstuffed cattle in cold orbit. You had no shepherds left to herd you, no hands left to feed you, only the darkness ahead and the ruin you carried with you.
Yo, all of those videos are really good. They're really good. Like, if that's an example of what people can do at home with AI, that's wild. I mean, at least they're probably okay.
Hey y'all, pause what you're doing right now, because I need y'all to tell me, what the heck is this? What is this? Do not tell me this is normal. Do not say this is a shelf cloud. Don't tell me this is a roll cloud or whatever they're trying to call it, y'all. This is not normal, y'all. Never in my life have we ever seen anything like this, y'all. Why does this thing look like a cosmic steamroller, y'all? What is this about? And how is this possible? Look at this, y'all. Here's another angle of it manifesting out of the ocean. It's literally coming out of the ocean, y'all. So when they told us that the ocean is space, it really is space. Cause look at this, y'all. And now, y'all, ain't no way. Y'all just seen that thing literally come out of the ocean.
I didn't see it come out of the ocean. I just see a video of it already out of the ocean, if it came out of the ocean, juice. But yeah, it is pretty crazy looking. It's not like a common thing, I wouldn't think, but I have seen videos of these things for a long time.
I saw men, women, children, beings hung up on meat hooks and slaughtered, and their body parts were dismembered, and their body parts were packed in crates, and with these crates were then moved into small UFOs and were taken out to alien colonies for them to feed upon. Some are reptilian, some are what they call the Greys, the Nordics, what have you. Different people tell us that they're all different species of aliens coming from different parts of the universe. I don't know originally where they came from, but I do know this. I have seen many of them on the same ship together. I have had Greys come and take me through the walls of my house and into a ship, and I get on there and there's reptilians there, and then before they're done with me and I'm on a table having awful things done to me, a Nordic will come in and do something. And you know, I just can't buy that they're all different species that are against each other. I just don't buy any of that at this point. I think they're all working together.
I mean, we should all be working together if they exist. Anyways, yeah, I've had an older man tell me stories like that. I mean, an older man. He was telling me stories about all kinds of things and having dreams of remote viewing the future and machines mixed with aliens that were like these new type of beings, and he was telling me all kinds of stuff. That was crazy conversation.
Put down the weapon.
Make another fucking move and
What the hell?
That is an awesome TV show. It's called Murderbot, and y'all should go check it out.
Disney Dream passengers reacting after witnessing a father jump into the ocean to save his little girl.
I think any father that loves their family would do that, yes, and that was a very heroic, thing that he did.
I saw the mother crying, but when they rescued them, I think that's when the tears really started flowing, because you were just so overjoyed knowing, and I prayed to God to save them, and he did. So, yes, it was a happy ending.
This all happened Sunday afternoon as a cruise ship was on its way back to Fort Lauderdale from the Bahamas.
We were on the ship and we heard the words MOB, and we followed everybody to the side of the ship to watch.
Cell phone video from one of the passengers shows the father and daughter holding on to each other, treading water in the middle of the ocean until rescue crews arrived.
It was very fast, incredibly safe, and the crew deserves all the accolades.
According to the cruise line, the girl fell overboard from deck 4.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild.
It would take 19 years to fly there. If we look at the bigger
19 years of fly to the sun? Nah, I'm gonna invent something that's gonna make it 9 minutes.
Trump says he's going to deport U.S. citizens now, with Trump saying that we have a lot of bad people who were born here and that he thinks we should get them out of here, right? And that also comes as you have the DOJ saying its top priority is to strip citizenship from people. And that, as today you had Trump unveiling his new immigration detention facility that's being called Alligator Alcatraz, with it's definitely not a camp reportedly housing 5,000 people, with Trump then seemingly gloating over the idea of people there getting eaten by alligators and saying, I guess that's the concept. Also, Florida's Attorney General seemed to take pride in the idea of people being killed by pythons or crocodiles, right? And that, as you had Trump saying he wants more of these facilities all across the nation, believing that it should be a model for the nation and saying that it could morph into a system. Also, I shit you not, the Florida Republican Party is selling merch for this facility, right? And all of this is today you had the Senate passing the big beautiful bill that makes ICE, who many say act like a secret police, the largest law enforcement branch in America. And that is, I'm not recommending you get this app or participate, I'm just saying that it's news. It's now reportedly a new app that's available called Ice Block that's letting users anonymously drop pins and share real-time sites. Something that the Trump administration is furious over and is even threatening to sue CNN for even reporting. But hey, for now, follow to stay in the loop.
That's wild. We're gonna move right along for entertainment purposes only. That kitty knows what it's doing. It's probably getting fed.
What is it? Capturing this bizarre and brilliant ball of light moving across the horizon.
It's like a fireball, but not really. It's the wrong color.
They say the spectacle lasted about a minute and began with a bolt of lightning that struck just under a kilometer from their home. Ed Pardy says it spawned the display.
It was probably anywhere from 1 meter to 2 meters in diameter, so it was fairly large. And then, I don't know, about 20 feet above the ground.
The couple were amazed and scrambled to film it with a phone.
I was like, what is this? I've never seen this before. No, it was pretty neat.
A neat sight that had Ed immediately wondering if it was the mysterious thing he'd read about as a kid called ball lightning.
After we shut the video off and it disappeared, I'm like, oh, so that's what that looks like.
We've got this really bright light out here.
We asked longtime storm chaser George Karunas for his opinion.
If this is indeed ball lightning, this is one of the best ball lightning videos I've ever seen.
But he wonders if what we're seeing is the result of lightning hitting a power line and an arc of electricity traveling along it.
This exhibits all the characteristics of a persistent, slow-moving, arcing power line.
Ed and Melinda doubt that.
Definitely not.
No, it's a long ways away from a power line.
Yeah, so no BS, I actually out in Georgia saw that exact thing happen when I was like 14 out in the middle of a field, And out in Georgia where I was staying at, they had the towers out in this, it was like rolling hills, and they cut fields out in between the forests for these giant power line towers, and they would set them up in a big line through the clearings, right? It was like a tornado alley looking clearing, and I used to walk through it. I used to walk underneath them and through the clearing, even though, you know, there were keep out signs. I used to walk through the clearing because it was a huge shortcut to get across town to my friend's house, and I'd take my bike. And one time I saw that exact thing happen going over the top of one of the hills. It was a big giant blue and white flashing ball, and it was making this crazy humming sound, and like the hair on my arms was standing up and stuff. And yeah, it was like, I probably shouldn't have been out. It was raining, not like hard, but it was raining. And I remember seeing it specifically, and if that's ball lightning, then that is the scariest thing ever. But it looked exactly like in that video right there. And if it's not ball lightning, I don't know what it is. But I'm pretty sure that in like books like the Bible and stuff like that, that those instances are some of the things that they wrote about as well. So
Centerpoint, Texas. About 5 minutes ago, it came rolling through here. It was at normal levels, and now it's just, you can't imagine how fast that's moving. That's incredible. It was, I was parked right here this morning. You'll see the first video. I was parked right there. There goes somebody's pull ladder. The amount of water, that's the dam right there. Step over here and don't drown. That's probably almost 20 foot. No, I wouldn't say 20 foot. 10 foot at least. Can't see the dam, but that's nuts, guys. And that water is moving.
yeah, that's from those storms out here, man.
My name is Augustus DeRico. I'm the CEO and founder of Rainmaker. We're a cloud seeding company that is enhancing precipitation via advanced radar and also drones for the sake of supplementing water supplies for farms, cities, reservoirs, and wildlife throughout the United States. Cloud seeding is altogether different. The only similarity is that it has to do with the atmosphere. It has to do with the low atmosphere. It's a mechanism, or it's a tool that either freezes the water in existing clouds or condenses the droplets in existing clouds into bigger snowflakes or bigger droplets such that they fall onto your target watershed or farm. It's a technology that has existed for 80 years in the United States. It was patented by GE in 1946. The National Center for Atmospheric Research produced some great results from what's called the SNOWY campaign, where they were able to verify cloud seeding's effect, and they saw tens of millions of gallons of precipitation occur from each of their interventions, and that was very, very easily distinguishable on radar. It also is worth saying that it's local in its scope, and it is very short temporally. So if ever there is cloud seeding going on and you don't like the consequences of it, there are unintended consequences, and it's quite well characterized, so the unintended consequences are minimal. You can stop whenever you want. We, Rainmaker Technology Corporation, has engineers in all of those states that I mentioned that are actively modifying weather. They're actively enhancing precipitation for farmers and reservoirs and cities that are undergoing drought.
Marjorie Taylor Greene posted to X today that she and Tim Burchett are going to be introducing a bill to stop practice of weather modification. It is stated that no person, entity, business, or any person deserves the ability to inject anything into our skies for weather modification or the express purpose thereof. I've literally been waiting for this since 2009. That's when I first discovered or noticed these things in our skies. I've been canceled off of almost every single platform for posting about it. And now it's being introduced to be a new law to prevent this from happening. I could not be more thrilled. This, even if it doesn't get passed, is going to bring up the conversation now. And we will still get laughed at, and we will still be ridiculed. Bill is now being drafted, and they will be putting this out into the public. And now more people will hear the words at the very least.
Pocket sand. Ha-cha.
I just resurrected my turtle. I brought his soul back. As soon as he died, I grabbed him. I put salt on him. I massaged him like this. I put cold water on him, massaged him. And as I started moving him, his color started coming back. When his head moved one time, I took him outside after that. So I started getting consciousness. I know he coming back. I took him outside. So now I got to ground him because I got to ground his soul back in his body. I take him, I put him in the grass, and I put grass on him. Let the sun hit him. I do that for like a couple minutes. And then I take him and put him in some mud. When I put him on mud, he started running because the mud hit him and he's back. I hit him with that mud everywhere. Got it in there. He got to move like he was dancing. And ran off. So mama. Can't make this shit up. But that's normal. That's stuff that we've been doing. That's magic. Jesus did the same thing. He used the mud. When a man was blind, what did he put on his eye? Mud. Everything people don't understand, the cure to everything, a lot of shit is in the mud. That's why they run around talking about niggas is dirty. Because they don't want niggas put mud on them. Stop playing with me, gang. I don't think you know. So they don't want you to play in the mud. You dirty. Go take a bath, nigga. They go to Africa and say they the dirtiest people ever. Yeah, we the dirtiest people ever. We need this mud. But they ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah, there's stuff in the mud. Stuff that'll make you real sick if you don't got a good immune system. Don't do that.
This don't do shit, but further prove my point from the last video. We are never going to see that 19-year-old kid again. Ever. They discovering alien-like creatures with 20 arms, 4,000 feet below the surface in Antarctica. If we can't go to Antarctica, what are y'all over there doing? And why are y'all 4,000 feet below the surface? What are y'all looking for? And that's another thing. Scientists be doing discovering all this shit, but yet cancer's still around. There's no cure for all these diseases that motherfuckers out here catching. But y'all worry about finding new shit, finding aliens. No, find the fucking cure for all the diseases that say, oh, that's right, y'all already got it. Y'all rather us die than give us the fucking cure, which is insane. We will never see that 19-year-old kid again. Ever. Ever. I'm going to tell you right now. We ain't going to see so much as a social media post, none of that shit. The same places that they telling us we can't go, they there. And then on top of that, the people that are there don't make social media posts. They just oblivious to the internet. They that locked in with their fucking job. We don't know nothing about. There's a military base in Antarctica that nobody knows anything about. We don't know nobody there. We don't know what they doing. But apparently they're finding aliens. See what I'm saying? You see, like, at this point, we all at the age of critical thinking where we can put two and two together. When a motherfucker is lying and full of shit, this is an example. They full of fucking shit. What's in Antarctica? Why we can't go there? But y'all can go there searching for shit. Y'all there looking for shit. Why we can't go look for shit?
Look like a giant alien underwater tarantula spider thing from Avatar or something. The blue people. That's terrifying, dude. That's absolutely terrifying. Hell to the no. Alright, well, that's all we've got for today, everybody. I hope you had a good time hanging out and watching these videos. I had a pretty good time hanging out and watching these videos. We had some pretty decent ones today. Again, sorry for being gone for the last week. I've just been super busy. You know how it is. And we're finally back, so I'm going to have you guys another video tomorrow as well. And I appreciate the continued support. I appreciate everybody who comes through and hits the like button, who shares these videos. I appreciate all the comments, all the people who chat during the lives. I appreciate all of you. Keep it up. Like I said, the Discord's down in the description. We don't really have anybody in there yet. It's set up. It's good to go. I might need some moderators and stuff, but we'll get there as we get there. Right now, it's still pretty empty. Anyways, I hope that all of you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be for you. And until next time, peace.